to show you how to make a pleated skirt because I saw how to do it, but there's no voice. So I'm going to do it with voice telling you exactly what to click. Because why not? So I'm assuming you know how to get to this point. I'm not going to explain it. Get your model in there. And that's a whole different tutorial. I'm not here for that. Top-down view. So you can hit 7 on the numpad or you can click this dongle up here. Shift A. Add a circle. Hit S, scale that circle down by pulling in. I'm going to scale it to like here. Now we're going to hit tab. We're in edit mode. Go to select. Go to checker deselect. That's going to select every other vertex. Hit S again. We're going to scale them in some. Now we're going to hit R and rotate them. This is just up to you. These are, try to imagine your sort of pleats because that's what you're creating right here. Cool. So we did that. Hit A to select all of your things. Right click, subdivide, and now I'm going to select all of these here. I'm going to hit the toggle X-ray so I can see. Select all of these by holding shift and clicking. Cool. Now we're going to hit S and scale them out just a bit. This is just you making your pleats, so do what you think you need to do. Alright, now we're going to hit A to select all again. Go to forward view. I'm going to hit G and then Z and drag up. You don't need to hold those, you just need to click them. Now I'm going to hit E and then Z and drag up. And this is the very start and it's going to look crazy. And by crazy I mean bad. But so what I did there, sorry, I had this loop selected. You can alt and click to select an entire loop. Now I hit S, scale it in. I'm going to hit A, G, and Z, pull it down. Say we want it there. I don't know. I'm going to add a modifier by clicking the blue wrench, going to add modifier, subdivision surface. So you've got sort of a thing. I'm also going to click on my object and go to object up here and hit shade smooth so it looks a little nicer. Now what I want to do is get rid of the pleats here. So I want them throughout the skirt, but not at the top. So what you need to do is go to Edit, Preferences. Make sure in your add-ons you have your loop tools clicked on. Those are included in Blender, but they're not on by default. So just go to add-ons, type in loop, and then enable loop tools. Then you're going to alt-click this loop here. Right-click, loop tools, relax. Right-click, loop tools, circle, and there you go. That's better. Except from faces, I do that by habit. Don't worry about any of that, but okay. Now I'll click this and you're just going to sort of fill in your skirt. You're going to need to add some extra loop cuts, so Control R, double click, and to be honest, I would add like a band myself. So E, Z, E is extrude. My brain thinks of it as extend. Either way, it just is adding on. And there you go. That's the base of a skirt. So you can use, your scaling. So S, you can use your extruding. So E, and sort of edit it to your liking. And then you're just going to fit it however you fit things to a body. But that is how you do that. That's how you get pleats. My mom's yelling in the background. Ignore her. And just fit it to your body. If you're in sculpt mode and you're ever drawing and you have the direction pulling out and it's pushing in, it's because your normals are wrong. Just flip them. And there you go. Another little tiny little trick there. I guess, I don't know, not a trick, but you just might not know. And there you go. That's the start of something. and then add your details, your bands. I'm going to show you how I do that too. So right here, if you click this one and you hit Control B, now pull it apart just slightly here. You create like a bevel, which is nice. And then I like to hit S to scale. Turn off your proportional editing for this. Hit S to scale and just pull it in some. It kind of creates a divot here. If you want to move them closer, you can hit G twice and it keeps it on those lines for you. Another thing you can do is select these two, so Alt click one, Shift Alt, hit E to extrude from those two and just scale either in or out a little. So hold S, drag out just a little, and you've just got a sort of divot there now, which can look nice sometimes, just a little thing. Well, there you go. Now you do to it what you please, but that's how you make pleats in Blender really easy, like the simplest of pleats.